How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I got a quick message for you. This time I have a quick message because I have to go in the house and eat. Happy Sunday. How is everyone doing? Come on in. Welcome. Happy Sunday. My chosen ones family. We are family over here. I really have a quick message. And I thought about this on my way home from church. Thought about this. Like, chosen ones, we're not victims, but we're always, happy Sunday, Texas. Chosen ones, we're not victims, but as a chosen one, we're always up against things. We're always, our relationships are always being challenged, right? And what I was thinking about on the way home is how could the chosen one, how could we be in a friendship, a family ship, any kind of ship for so long? How could we be in a relationship for so long with someone, communing, eating, spending time with? How could we be in a relationship with a person or people for so long? They should have known you. They should know your character by now. They should know who you are. They should know what to believe about you and what not to believe about you. But I wanted to say and come and talk to you about is, if a person could stop liking you, if they can withdraw their love, their affection, their attention, their communication, if they can withdraw that from you based on a lie, and they never spoke to you about it, they never came to you to address the issue, they never tried to understand what someone else was saying, they never came to you. They never talked to you or discussed the issue, the problem that they have with you. They never came to you. And if they never came to you and they just stopped dealing with you for whatever reason, they didn't like you in the first place. They never liked you. This is what I believe. They never really cared for you. If something somebody said, if something somebody did, right? If something, hi Linda Gaston, thank you for joining the membership, dear. If something somebody did and you're supposed to be in a relationship with someone, you should know this person. You should know what they're capable of. You should know what their heart is. If you care for them, you shouldn't. I know for me as a chosen one, I know the people I deal with. I don't know everything about them, but I know what they're capable, like what they'll do and what they won't do. So if somebody is coming to me and telling me something about somebody who I care for, somebody who I'm in good relationships with, if somebody tells me something that could jeopardize our relationship or friendship, I'm going to them. I'm going to them to talk to them. I may not tell them who said it, but I'm going to have a conversation. It all depends on the circumstance. I'm going to have a conversation with them. And I may tell them who said it, but I'm not going to throw the relationship away based on what somebody else said. This is chosen one, how you know people don't too much care for you. Their actions show you they don't care, because they can believe a simple lie. They can believe that you would do such things, and they never come to you and ask you what's going on. This is when you know people don't really care for you. And this is a blessing in disguise, because God will use this situation to remove certain people out of your life who don't have your best interests. He will move certain people out of your life by way of misunderstanding, by way of a lie being told. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He'll expose different people for who they really are. He'll show you their hearts and what their heart is saying about you. He will expose them through someone slandering you. Chosen ones, if you are my person, if you are my loved one, if I care for you, nobody can't come slander you to me. They can't come to me and slander you. That's what is not going to happen. They're not going to even think that they can do that in their head when it comes to people who I love, people I care about. See, when people feel comfortable with going to certain people, slandering you, talking about you, throwing dirt on your name, that's because they open the door for them to do that. There is a door open somewhere for them to do that. You have to believe it. I know you don't want to believe it, but as a chosen one, if someone feels comfortable slandering you to someone else, you best believe that person gave them an entryway. Oh no, they really don't. I can't see the name, the sun. Shaka. They really don't. They really don't, dear. This sun is bright, so I have to put on my shades. But I can barely see the names because these glasses are very tinted. They really don't. They don't value loyal people. And see, what'll happen is when people let the devil use them, they let hell get in them. That's when I say hell. That means they let the enemy uses them against the chosen ones. When people allow the enemy to use them against the chosen ones, they will try to double back. People will try to double back, but by that time, the damage has been done. People don't understand. You can't go around misusing and abusing people for no reason. You have to walk away. If you get so jealous and upset and mad, I would rather you stop talking to me until you get yourself together, rather than you sit and try to slander me out of being mad with me. You lying on someone because you're upset. I would rather for you just leave and not say anything. Don't go slandering me, because when the Holy Spirit reveals it to me, and when other people come back, and when I find out, or somebody is recording what you're saying, you never know what people are doing. But you cannot undo what you have done. It is hard for some people to come back from that. As the chosen one, it's hard for the chosen ones to, and our chosen ones are very forgiving, but it's hard for a chosen one to come back and act as if things is hunky-dory, because you've decided you've got some sense now. You know, after that, after the enemy stopped using you, now you feel like you've got some sense and you want to come back and you want to make things right. But by that time, sometimes you have hurt people so much, they don't want to make it right anymore. They have forgiven you, but they don't want you in their presence, because you broke all of the trust bound. You broke all boundaries. You have crossed all boundaries, and that person can't trust you anymore. Now you feel bad because that person got up a guard, because they don't trust you the same. They don't look at you the same, because you allowed the enemy to use you. You allowed the enemy to yes, they went too far, Shaka. So you can't expect to double back in somebody's life. And you think that you can just do and say whatever, and because the person say they believe in God, because the person say they worship and they honor him, you think it's okay? No, it is not okay. It is not okay for you to team up with the enemy against somebody who loved you, against somebody who cherished you, against somebody who would put their life on the line for you. It is not okay. Sometimes that's why you got to think about the consequences before you decide to do things. Because when you're dealing with the chosen ones are very pure at heart. They're very pure at heart. They will go over and beyond to make sure that they're doing all they can to keep the relationship, because they value relationships. You're not going to find chosen ones slandering people. They'll try to communicate and get through to you, try to figure out what it is that's going on. Where is the breakdown? That's what we do as chosen ones. But once you have gone too far with the chosen ones, you might as well go ahead and pretend as if that person is dead. Because it'll be hard to come back. It's hard to come back after you've crossed all boundaries, after you have crossed all lines. It's hard for you to come back into a chosen one's life. Now, years go by and you get some sense. You get some act right, what we call, you get some act right, and you see that person didn't do nothing but try to love you. You see that person, I put on my shades, the sun is too bright. You see that person didn't do nothing but wanting the best for you. You see that person didn't do anything but try to make you have a better life. Yes, Jacqueline. Like the chosen ones, like once you tear down them barriers with the chosen ones, once you break once you cross all lines with the chosen one, you best believe they're gonna forgive you, but that relationship will never be the same. And most times chosen ones really don't want to deal with you after that. They don't see you the same. It's hard for them to it's hard for them to put you back in the place where you were. I don't care who it is. It can be a mom, it can be a child. Once you have crossed all those boundaries, once you have crossed all the lines with the chosen one, it is hard for them to put you back in the place where you once were. Because the chosen have given their all. And you have the audacity, you have the boldness, you have the strength to slander a chosen one who only wanted the best for you, who only prayed for the best for you, who only hoped for the best for you. It's hard to come back from that. Chosen ones, it's not the same. And the chosen ones really don't want to be the way that they was forced to be. Chosen ones don't want to be that way. The chosen ones don't want to be forced. But when they're forced to put themselves in a position to keep you at bay, to let you live your life, to see you, but to love you from a distance, when they're forced to do that, you'll never get the same love, care, attention, prayers. You'll never get that same. Because with the chosen ones, when we give it all up. Like they say, the pig gave it all up because they use every part of the pig. There's nothing left from the pig. Chosen ones were like that. We give it all. We give our all. And for a person to get hell in them, for them to get upset with you because for whatever reason, because you don't agree with something that they're doing, and they want to slander you, they want to make you seem like you're the villain. No, chosen ones, we don't come back easily from that. We don't come back because the disagreement and the misunderstanding, or the disagreement doesn't mean for a chosen one that we hate you. A disagreement don't mean that we don't love you. A disagreement just means that we disagree. But I still love you. But when you have the audacity and the boldness to slander the chosen one, to make the chosen one look like they're just the most evil person on earth, and then you come around, you try to get some act right, you get some sense, and then you try to ease over back into the life of the chosen one, it don't happen like that so easy. It don't happen like that so easy. Yes, Tyreenia, you can move on, but continue to pray for them. That's what people don't understand. When you cross those boundaries with the chosen ones, after they don't gave it all up for you, and you try to come back, you can't come back. You can try, but you can't come back. Because see, the chosen ones, one thing about us, God made us this way. We don't want to be this way. We don't want to be how we are, but we have to be how we are. One thing with the chosen ones would let you not really hang yourself, but when you're dealing with the chosen one, we're gonna make sure that we give you the room and space to get yourself together. We'll give you all the space, all the room that you need. Yes, we'll give you all the space. We're understanding. We understand that people go through things. One thing about the chosen one, we're so understanding. We're so lenient. We're so compassionate. We're everything that you need in a person to give you grace. We're all of that in a bag of chips. Yes, we are. We're all of that. We will tough it out with you. We your ride or die. We in your corner for life until you break us, until you cross us. We will give it all up. A person that you want to have in your life is a chosen one. I'm tearing up saying it because we give up everything. We will sacrifice everything for you. But once you cross that line, you best believe it's over. Once you cross that chosen one line, and only the chosen one know what their breaking point is. Once you cross that line, you best believe you will never get. I don't care who it is, even with your own children, because hell gets in these children too now. Hell get in them and have them coming up against and rising up against the ones who's in their corner. They'll allow other people to use them and abuse them. Once the chosen one has gotten to that point, you best believe it's a done deal. You best believe they will love you. They will grieve for you if anything were to happen, but you best believe it's over. You best believe it's over. And we hate to get to that point. Chosen ones, you try to prevent everything you can. You do everything you can to keep you from getting to that point. You do everything in your will. You do everything in your power. You do everything. When I tell you, you do everything. I don't think nobody sacrificed more than the chosen one. I don't think nobody give up more than the chosen one. I don't think nobody be long suffering as much as a chosen one. But oh boy, when you get to that point, people gonna feel that. They gonna feel that you have pulled back. They're going to feel that you don't want to deal with them no more. They're going to feel that you're done. Oh, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. The people around them are going to feel it. And there's nothing you can do about it, chosen one. There's nothing you can do about it because you're at that point. You have been at that broken point. Once you get to that, I try to do everything in my will. That's my neighbor. I try to do everything in my will and my power to keep from getting to that place with people because I know me. As a chosen one, we're long suffering. Oh, we wait years for people. We suffer long and hard with people. We suffer waiting for people. We let people abuse us, waiting for them to get it right, hoping that the enemy will release them. We wait for them, but they continue on with their foolishness. They continue on with what they're doing in the background. Oh yeah, one love. When we wake up, that's it. When we wake up, that is it. I just had to come deliver this message to you all. When we wake up, that is it. And for the people who are on the receiving end, that's not a good end you want to be on with the chosen ones. That's why I warn people, before you cross me, before you do anything to me that I wouldn't do to you. And that's the thing, chosen ones, we wouldn't dare think about doing half of the stuff to people that they do to us. Before you cross me, before you rise up and you do wickedness to me, you better make sure you don't need me again. Make sure you don't ever need me again. Make sure this is one relationship you want to pretend that the person is no longer here. You have to make sure that's one of them relationships. And people don't understand. With the chosen one, we get to this extreme because we know we've given everything. We know we have sacrificed everything. We know we have tried everything. I think we're the only people on earth, the chosen ones. We're the only people on earth that will sacrifice ourselves for a relationship, for a person, for them to get it right. We're the only ones. This is how I know we're chosen. It's almost like we get up on, well, I ain't gonna say get up on the cross because the Bible didn't say Jesus died on the cross. He was hung from a tree. He was hung. We're the only one to hang ourselves for everybody else. The only ones. The only ones that's chosen ones to do that. Nobody else to do it. And that's why when we get to that point to where, we're done, we don't hung ourselves out to dry, we're done. We're done. Because we know we went to the max. We went to the limit for you. We've given everything for you. We've tried, and you still continued on with your foolishness. As a chosen one, we know our place. We have to let go. We really have to let go. And it's very hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. One of the hardest decisions a chosen one ever had to make. We don't even like making a decision. But once we get to that point, you best believe they don't went to the Father. They don't went to the Son. And they don't went to the Holy Spirit to make sure that's something that's going to make them feel rested and safe in their spirit. You best believe we don't did it all. You best believe we don't did it all before we got to that point. And people don't understand why. Once we get to that point, there is no coming back. That's the point of no return. There is no coming back. Unless God himself put it to where he tells you this is what you need to do. There has to be a strong this is what you need to do for that person to come back. But if that's not the case, it is over. It is over, chosen one. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to justify. It is over. You have done all you could do. You have given all you can give. You have prayed all you could pray. Once you get to that point, it is over. I don't think nobody else sacrifice how the chosen one sacrifice. I just had to bring you all that message. And I hope it resonates with you. But I was thinking about that on the way home from church. We're the only people on this earth chosen ones sacrifice how we sacrifice. Give it up how we give it up. And see, people take that kindness and that long suffering we have. People despise that. Some of you, that's why the relationships you're in, that's why the people despise what you do for them. They despise your forgiving heart. Despise your giving heart. They despise that. They hate it. Yes, Linda Gaston. Me too, honey. Because it's the truth. When the truth is the truth, it'll cut you. It'll cut you, dear. I was in tears saying this because I felt that message for me. I felt it for me. We're the only ones that we sacrifice our mental for people. We go to war spiritually praying for people, hoping people would change their wicked ways. But when we get to that point to no return, there's no return. There's no coming back. It is over. It is done. It is settled. It is finished. Y'all be blessed.